Hey everybody, so what we have today here is the unboxing of Kasane Teto from Good Smile Company. She is again, I believe, a 1/7 scale, and this was yet another, just for me, powerhouse figure that I had to look for quite some time in order to get her within a reasonable cost, because I learned of her well after her pre-order and initial availability. So I was absolutely delighted to finally get her. And again, Kasane Teto from Yoshiwara's Lament version, which, from what I understand, it's like, I don't know, I may have to look it up again to clarify, but it's like either based on some type of music video or event and or some type of light novel association. Yeah, it was quite interesting. So she's not an original character, she's not an anime, but it is from some kind of form like that, and again, I'll have to look it up probably when we switch to the close-up mode, where I can then clarify. But let me go ahead and get her open. It looks like there's actually not much of anything in terms of assembly, just peeking inside the box. So we'll have her out and set up. Should be with ease, I expect. But what attracted me to her was the just really colorful outfit, the type of outfit design. Just has a very sophisticated look, I think, to it. One part that actually for me was a turn off was that pipe, but at the same time, it's, you know, a part of her character, just not like that, you know, appeals or interests me in that regard, but nevertheless, it's part of, you know, that which defines her. And, actually, I kind of had the same thing with Ning Guang, actually, where at first I almost wasn't interested in getting her because of that, and I was like, well, you know, but everything else about Ning Guang I really like and whatnot, so, you know, eventually it was just a matter of determining, you know, whether or not those aspects really do or do not matter to you. Probably should have taken her out sideways here. That would have been the intelligent thing to do. But nevertheless, we got her out. There was a little piece of plastic that fell. I'm trying to pick up. I think it's just like a little protector piece. Again, I'm post-surgical right now, so my flexibility is really bad at the moment. Actually, I don't know. It doesn't look like it goes to any of this, but it looks like a little, some kind of plastic piece that broke, but I don't see what it goes to. Maybe the shell itself? All the windows are intact? I'm not sure. There's a bit of an indentation here, and that's because when this box arrived, and of course I was like, watch it be the one that has Kasane Teto in it. I actually did say that. Sure enough, that was the box that had the great big tear in the outside, but fortunately, this was, the extent of the damage was this little bit of indentation here, so that could have been a whole lot worse. Tiny bit of separation in that window. But, you know, actually, let me go ahead and set this down to show the inside of the box. There's a bit of a flower design, which is quite nice, especially considering it's on the inside of the box. So just make sure she is stable there. I'll lean this over and show it to you. So you can see there's just kind of a little floral pattern in there. And then at the very bottom is the assembly instruction, which looks to be just the base. Let's see. So I have to let my back decompress for a moment here. you can see, just, you know, even obscured through the bubble, just a gorgeous figure and outfit. A lot of people mentioned that they were missing the pipe. The pipe was right there. And so I'm guessing maybe in their case it could have slipped down, and maybe they didn't even see it in the bottom or fell out. Not really sure. But it is in mine. So that was, I checked right away since I knew that. So this one is gifted to me from my wife for the holiday. She's not actually into anime figures at all. She collects some UTAUs, but she tolerates my collection, mostly. Oh, yeah, so basically, now I see what happened. Remember how I said there was package damage? That's close. Set her down gently. I'll need to just check and make sure she's all good. But you can see here that it wasn't just the outside of the package, that the plastic definitely saved the figure, assuming the figure is undamaged. This is just completely smashed here. And I hadn't seen that at all at first. It looked like there was just, you know, like I said, the minor impact on the outside of the box, but definitely goes beyond that. Fortunately, I think I dodged a bullet here. So I'll check her over real carefully as we get her fully unboxed here, but at least at first glance I'm not seeing anything, thankfully. But yeah, that could definitely have been disastrous. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where this had come from, and like I said, hadn't even seen that because of the way it all gets obscured at first until I opened it, and then it was extremely obvious. So, like, she would need to be in the base to be steady, so I do need to set her down somehow in order to get the pipe out. Tell you what, let's go ahead and take this off and put her on the base, and then I'll get the pipe out afterwards. I'll set that down there. Let's hold her. Base out. Just testing my coordination, or lack thereof, but we'll make do with it. It felt like she was going to topple over if I tried setting her down. Okay. So there's actually just the one peg that I rest on. Get these off. So yeah, she basically, it's offset like that. That's why I wanted to roll when I did try placing it down. And again, fortunately, her base is only modestly larger than the actual outfit, which is nice because I really just don't like the excessively large bases that take up so much space. Alright, so, I mean, not unless they're decorative in a way that actually adds value to the figure, if that makes sense. I'm so confused. Okay, so she definitely looks best with a good amount of light on her to really bring out those rich colors. So I've got light source a little bit closer to her so that you can really pick up on the elements here. You can see even the headdress and eyes. Chest view. Try and get that better in focus. The very elegant colors and patterns on the dress. This is the front of the dress. With the curls in the hair. Really nice the way they did that. Just all the patterns of the dress I think are just so really cool looking. Get more of a back view side here. You can see just very phenomenal and elaborate detail. The eyes look great too, I think. She's once again just an easy 10. So let me go ahead and I'm going to look up that lore I mentioned, and then we'll get a full spin around here with a zoom out. Okay, so yeah, it's actually a fascinating history. Kasane Teto was a UTAU, basically a synthesis sound modular program, along with two others that combined the trio. She was actually originally a troll on Vocaloids, and I guess it said something like either 2 months before or after her synthesis module was released, however without much fanfare, and then in like the half year following then managed to really pick up a lot of steam and popularity. So she's not a Vocaloid, she's what's called a UTAU. Hopefully someone watching this can actually elaborate more on that aspect. But yeah, it's quite fascinating, and they continued basically to develop her after the initial trolling, I guess, into more of a legitimate project. So quite fascinating though. And then as far as the Yoshiwara Lament, as I recall, I think that was one of the songs, or the song she did, or that was composed with her software. Something to that effect. It's, like I said, when I first read it, I found it both interesting and confusing. But, you know, the character and character design, I think, just really captivates me. Just really stunning. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and find it interesting. And hopefully you're as enthralled with her character as I am. Because this is just a knockout piece, I think.